Hello, hello, hello to all of my Tauruses. This is Queen Amun Ra coming to you today with your weekly reading. This is from July 7th through July 14th. And we know the significance of the number 7, right? So 7 is the number of completeness and perfection. That's both physically and spiritually. So I'm expecting some good things to come from this for you, Taurus, just because today is the 7th of the month. All right. So, what do we know about our Tauruses? The reason why I like to share character traits of each one of the astrological signs is because when these planets are in retrograde and sometimes when they go direct, a lot of things are happening and people don't realize how it's affecting them. Have you ever heard, like I have a friend that tells me that they cut their hair when there's a full moon or this happens and that happens. And so having to break those things down to my friends as to why, and how powerful these planets are, how powerful these luminaries are. It's just a wonderful thing to get into and to understand. But I want you to remember who you are when things are happening with you, Taurus, that you just feel like a little unbalanced and just kind of sort of off kilter a little bit. So what do we know about our Tauruses? Tauruses are very logical people. Very, very logical. You are reliable, you're patient, you're practical, you're devoted, you're responsible, you're very stable, you're understanding, you're determined, you're organized, you're kind, you're patient. So there's a whole host of things I can say about you, Taurus. But you're just a pretty wonderful people, right? So I don't want you to vibrate at a lower vibration because of things that's happening around you, whether there's other people causing you to vibrate at a low vibration or your thoughts, in your mind, like playing things over and over and over again in your mind. Remember, Uranus is in Taurus right now. Uranus is attached to the Aquarius. I have to continue reiterating this because it's so important. So you're on this journey of this inner freedom, and it just feels different for you because, again, you are an earth sign. And so having that heavy influence of an air sign is which represents intellect and power. And so with earth signs, your journey is money and wealth, right? And so hence the stability, hence the hard work, being very logical. Things have to make sense. They have to be logical for you, being very, very stable, being responsible, being very practical, reliable, grounded is what I'm saying, like the earth, right? And so right now you're kind of feeling like, okay, I just want to kind of sort of break out. I don't know if you all are familiar with, like, I love music. So if you hear me talk about different artists or you hear me talking about music, whatever, because I love the vibrational energy of high vibrating music, but I listen to all genres of music. But I what I'm getting is like from Swing Out Sister, if you all have ever heard that, the song Breakout. This is what I'm kind of like feeling for you, Taurus, and that may make some of you kind of chuckle or laugh a little bit. But this is what I'm getting for you, the song Breakout by Swing Out Sister. So yeah, I want to get into your reading because I like I said, the 7th, like I said, the number 7, I do also numerology and astrology. So, but the number 7 holds a significance because it's a number of completeness and perfection, right? So some things are happening for you right now, Taurus. Your planet Venus is not in retrograde, so but there's always some residuals of after planets go station direct, So I just want you to stay focused, okay, Taurus, and just accept these beautiful internal changes that are happening with you. Most High God in the universe, please give me some information for all of my Tauruses, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, as it relates to love. That's self-love, that's romantic love, that is family love. Also, as it relates to money and wealth, as it relates to their spirituality and taking action, as it relates to their emotions and creativity. Any information that you want to share with me, Most High God in the universe, ancestors, and spirit guides for my Tauruses, please do. Let's get into it, Taurus. Okay, first of all, I'm using the Mystic Monday cards. Okay, that's first of all. I also have 2 sets of oracle cards here. I have the Sacred Vision oracle cards, and I also have the Moonology oracle cards. Okay, let's go. Let's Okay. So we don't have any major arcana just yet, but these are some things that's happening with you right now, Taurus. All right. Okay. 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 This is the Three of Swords. This is attached to uh, the Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, right? So remember I said Uranus is in Taurus and there's like this breakout, this inner freedom. For some people it's really hard. Like for some people and this is, of course, it's not all Tauruses, but for some Tauruses this is really, really hard. It's like it's unfamiliar territory that you're charting into. And it's causing a bit of, what I'm getting is that there are some people around you that also almost make you, that are like breaking your heart, that's kind of making you feel like you're a little bit rejected because they cannot, and it's causing you a lot of pain. And what I'm saying, the people that are close to you, people that are just like you, close to your heart, because they don't understand this beautiful transformation that's happening with you right now. But guess what, Taurus? That is okay. Their loss. I cannot even reiterate this enough. That really, really is their loss, that they have decided to just, try to cause you this kind of pain. And reason why I say is try being the operative word here, Taurus. I really want you to hear me. They are trying to cause you pain because they don't understand this beautiful transformation. Like you're turning into a much better version of who you are, right? They don't understand it. And so they're the ones that's trying to cause you pain. And these are people that you deeply care about. That's why we have this heart. It feels like, I don't want to say it feels like a dagger through your heart. This is what's on the card, the swords through your heart. But it's really causing you some heartbreak. I really want you to understand, Taurus, this journey that you're on, it's going to end up beautiful for you. I'm telling you, it's going to. So continue moving forward, okay? The people who don't understand you, they are, when I see these swords in your back like this is betrayal. This is somebody's trying to run a smear campaign, on you. And what they're actually doing, Taurus, I really want you to see this. They're actually cutting themselves off from you because you're not dead. It just feels like but this death right here, it feels like a death for you. But what it's actually doing is these people that have stuck these daggers in your back, first of all, they had to be close enough to you. That's why I'm seeing this heart. They had to be close enough to you to hurt you like this, but they're only hurting themselves. I really want you to know this. They're only hurting themselves. Even though it pains you, they're hurting themselves, okay? Again, this swords card is attached to Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, right? It doesn't necessarily mean there's a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius is doing it to you. It could be that they have that in their chart, but also it's also letting me know that with Uranus, this freedom that you have, that's this inner freedom that you have going on right now, that a lot of people don't understand it. It's only going to hurt them in the long run. I can say this. I can tell you this, that it is not an Aquarius. Okay? Like I said, Uranus being in Taurus right now, Uranus is directly attached to Aquarius, inner freedom. So the Aquarius will get it. Like the Aquarius will understand this journey that you're on. And so you may have an Aquarius in your life, or you may even have an Aquarius in your chart where you recognize it's a beautiful transformation for you. And look at this, Queen of Swords. You're very meticulous. You had to come through a lot of things. You're coming through a lot of things. Continue to remain graceful. And if you need to cut people off, there's a lot of swords energy here. If you need to cut people off, Taurus, please cut them off and keep it moving and remain in this posture right here. Be very gracious, with a smile on your face, and just know that you're moving through mountains. You're coming through mountains, and I'm talking about big mountains right here. Four of Swords, another swords card again, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra energy. This is your journey to intellect and power, right? You're becoming more powerful. Not only you have a lot of money and wealth in your cards by default because you're an earth sign, but you're gaining a lot of intellect and power along the way. I want you to see this. So even in rest position, this person here on the card, this is you, is still has your swords at your disposal. You don't come through this kind of heartbreak, Taurus, without being more powerful and more intellectual, without being wiser. Okay? I want you to see this. Okay? This is a beautiful transformation for you. Beautiful transformation for you. And if people around you can't see it, guess what? That is their problem. It really is their problem. And when I say problem, and I don't mean to sound like I'm being harsh when I say that it's their problem. It really is their problem. It's their problem, because they'll see this beautiful transformation at the end and go, OMG, like I should have hung in there with that Taurus, because look at how they are now. I just wasn't ready. But it wasn't for them to be ready. It was for you to be ready. Okay, Taurus, not them. This is not about them. This is all about you. But because you have been such a stable force in people's lives, they just could not, But here, this card right here, the Knight of Swords, denotes very intense focus, almost to be a point of being a radical, and almost being obsessive with your change. Like, no, I need laser focus at this time. I don't have time for people. See, it's something about being heartbroken from people that's close to you. When you heal, not if, but when you heal, you just come out more powerful, more intellectual. You just know better. You're like, you know what? These people cut themselves off from me. They cut themselves off from me. So they're not going to get the benefit of, even if they want the benefit later on down the line. And it's not even a thing of you being bitter. It is you being better, Taurus. This is what I'm getting, that you're better. You're coming out better, more focused, laser focused. And guess what? Progression. I'm talking about quick progression. This is happening with you right now. This is why I need you to stay focused, Taurus, like really, really stay focused, and know that this transformation is happening inside of you. This internal transformation is a beautiful thing. It's a wonderful thing. We're going to get into the second part of your reading. But again, I have a lot of crystals here that I want to share with you, like the significance of these crystals, okay? Again, this is Queen Amun Ra, coming to you with the weekly reading, July 7th through the 14th for my Tauruses. So we have love crystals. This is really, really good for this kind of heartbreak. This is like healing heartbreak, but loving yourself even more, being more gentle, being kinder with yourself, for forgiving yourself and forgiving other people. Like, you really don't have to make an excuse for anything. We also have, amethyst. Amethyst is very, very powerful. This is a crystal for transformation, for protection, for addiction release, for sleep aid. This is attached to, again, and I say this probably on my every reading, it's attached to your crown chakra. That's that meeting point between the physical body, the universe, and the soul. Okay, this is very, very, very powerful, just like that love crystal is. I also have, pyrite. I have a couple of pieces of pyrite. I have a lot of different stones and crystals, but for the pyrite is a protection stone. Get you some pyrite, protection stone. It's like shielding you from any negative energy. It's also a stone for luck, and also attaining abundance, wealth, and prosperity. Okay, that's what that is. That's what a lot of the green stones are for. Like I said, the rose quartz. You also have let me see. I also have a black tourmaline here. That's for protection, for positivity. It actually purifies toxins. It shields from negative energy. It can help align your chakras. Very, very powerful. And then let me see. The green aventurine is for optimism and for luck. You know, it's a comforter. It's a heart healer. It's another heart healer. You know, it brings well-being and emotional calm. See that beautiful green color? So there's a lot of crystals. I want you all to, my Tauruses, I want you, because you have such a powerful transformation happening right now. I really want you to go get some crystals, and I really want you to do some research on these crystals. Not surprised. I'm not surprised. These cards is coming out. Wow. I'm really, really not surprised. Okay. All right. Okay. This King of Pentacles. This is you being the picture of wealth. That's what I'm telling you right now. Don't worry about the people who are removing themselves from your lives. These are the people removing themselves from your lives. Because it felt like a death. It felt like you were dying. Because these people were so close to you. And I say were past tense, because when they cut themselves out of your lives, don't you dare, Taurus, go run back and chase them and go find them. Let them stay gone, okay? This is you, picture of wealth, okay? Look at you. This is fire energy. This is Queen of Wands. You're very vibrant. You're very dynamic, okay? You're very strong. Look at these palm trees behind you. You have the sun shining on you. This is why I need you to stay focused. And because of your spiritual journey, like I said, spiritual journey that you're on, and that's, again, this is the fire element is for your spiritual journey and actually taking action, okay? You're illuminating from the inside. You're illuminating from the inside. It's just a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful journey, right? And this is how it was before. Those people, when you go back and you look and see like what those people did to you, it caused you a lot of anxiety and stress, Taurus. A lot of anxiety and stress. I guess I cannot reiterate it enough. This is attached to the Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. But again, I don't believe that it's an Aquarius. I think because knowing what I know about the Aquariuses, even if they're vibrating at a low frequency, they'll just walk away from a situation. And see, walking away from a situation doesn't necessarily mean that the person is running a smear campaign. It just means, okay, let me get out of the way so that person can soar and fly and be who they were called to be, right? They understand the journey of power and intellect. And the reason why I keep reiterating I don't believe it's an Aquarius is because Uranus is attached directly to Aquarius, and that's that inner freedom. A lot of Aquariuses are very, very free-spirited people, so they get it. You know, they're probably sitting back somewhere like, I'm so happy to see this transformation. I'm really happy for the Taurus, you know, because maybe they'll understand us a little better. This is the Aquarius talking. Okay, and then we have the Princess of Swords. You know, again, this is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. You all, like I said, you all are on this fantastic journey. This is why I want you to really, really stay focused. You're very inquisitive. You're very lively. You know exactly how to use your sword, you know, to cut things off when they need to be, but you're very lively. You know, these are things that's happening right now. This is of self-interest. Okay, Taurus, hear me clear, Taurus, please. Okay, you need to focus on your journey, okay? Anything and anybody that tries to disrupt your journey right now, okay? What I'm actually getting is Gemini. You know why? Because Mercury is in retrograde right now, right? Mercury is attached directly to the Gemini and the Virgo because that is their ruling planet. So somebody has Gemini in their chart right now that is like causing you this kind of disruption and confusion and so on and so forth. But Mercury is a planet of intelligence, right? But when Mercury is in retrograde, technology and communication could get disrupted. So it could be a lot of miscommunication, a lot of things that are happening. But nevertheless, when people decide to cut themselves out of your life, Taurus, I need you to let them go. Let them walk away. It doesn't need to be a lot of back and forth, okay? Let them go. And you don't have to get upset with them. You don't have to get into a shouting match. You just recognize it for what it is and you just walk away. You just let them go. Let them walk away. But you're standing firm. When I say walk away, I mean actually let them leave while you stay grounded like the earth sign that you are. Let them go. Let them get off the bus. I think that was one of the analogies I used in a past reading for you. But just let them go. Don't feel bad about it, because again, once you've been through this kind of hurt before, where somebody like literally felt like they were stabbing you in the heart and seeming like they left you for dead. Like, remember I said seeming like they didn't. They may have thought them walking away from you really, really hurt you, right? But you're strong enough to recognize this. The sword that people use to harm you, they're really harming themselves. See, the way people think as far as karma is concerned, we're so connected as a human race that when people do things to you, and this is everybody, including you, Taurus, that this is why I want you to keep your vibrations high. When you do things to somebody, you're actually doing it to yourself. It's a mirror reflection of what you're doing to yourself. So be very careful, because this kind of pain and hurt can cause you, you've ever heard the saying, hurt people, hurt people? You don't have to be a hurt person that hurts another person, because you are healed, right? These wounds will heal. And the reason I know that is because people don't see those knives, they don't see all them swords in your back. They don't see them all. They don't see that, because look at you facing the front. Your swords are in the back, meaning those mountains are behind you. Okay? So that's why this is so important for you to just keep your vibrations high. Let's get into some of these oracle cards. Yeah, I'm actually happy for you. It could feel painful, like somebody is, it feels like somebody's intentionally causing you. I'm telling you, I don't even think some Geminis even understand, by Mercury being in retrograde right now, at least into the 12th of this month, that it is causing them to, like I said, there's a lot of technology and communication being disrupted. It's just a crazy time for a lot of people right now. They don't even understand how powerful these planets are. A lot of people, they don't understand how powerful, but Taurus, you do. You know how powerful these planets are because of this beautiful transformation that you're on. And so because you have to make it make sense, because you're logical, that is why I know, Taurus, is you are reading more, you are paying more attention, you're listening to people coming around you, sharing information with you. Because it's new for you, it's new and exciting for you. So, but you're not going to just take the person's word for it. You're going to actually go research it, because it has to make sense to you. Okay, see, work through your fears. Work through your. Let me put this right here. Work through your fears. Work through your fears. Beautiful. Work through your fears. I don't want you to be fearful. I really, really don't want you to be fearful. This is right here is telling me, because Scorpio is a water sign, and water signs are very emotional people. That's the Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces, right? Emotional in a good way when we're talking about high vibrating. But if you're vibrating at a low frequency, this is the time to move on from being paranoid about anything, Taurus. If you're holding on to any grudges, let them go. Remember, I said whatever you put out there, it's a mirror image of what's happening to you, right? You want to move on from any jealousy. You don't want to be obsessive over anything. This is a new, beautiful, wonderful thing that's happening for you. And remember, fears, like this, it says work through your fears. You want to work through anything that's going to block you, including your own fears. Okay, let's get one more oracle card and see what this says. Let's see what this says. This oracle card says here, harmony. Okay, go with the harmony, but go quickly with what's happening with you right now. This is harmony. I got this for another astrological sign, harmony. Some wonderful things are happening with you right now, and I don't want you to obsess over things that's happening in the past. I don't want you to hurt other people because they hurt you. Let me pull these cards back up. I want you to see this. Because people that's close to you have hurt you, Taurus, I don't want you to try to hold on to any grudges. It's not going to serve you. It's not going to serve you. We know that you have knives in your back because the mountains are behind you, but look how graceful you are when you came out of this. I don't want you to be fearful, okay, Taurus? Don't be fearful. You're going through a beautiful transformation, and while people may have stabbed you in the back, don't hold any grudges. What they did to you is a mirror of what's happening with them right now at this very moment. I'm telling you, people don't understand how powerful these planets being in retrograde. Things are slowing down, but it also gives them the opportunity to clean it up. You know, and if they miss that opportunity to clean it up, whose fault is that? It's not yours, Taurus. It really, really isn't. Because, again, you're on this beautiful transformation. Some wonderful things are happening for you. And I don't want you to hurt people because that feeling of being hurt. Let me pull this back out. I need to... Yep. Let me pull your cards back out. Because how you react to people hurting you can actually speed up or slow down this progress. These people that did this to you, caused you all this stress and anxiety. This is why I know they were close to you, because of this heart right here. They were close to you. People that you love that didn't understand your journey. So they cut themselves off from you, Taurus. And they caused you a lot of stress and anxiety. But what I need you to do, fold them up just like I have these cards, put them down and keep it moving. This is about your self-interest. This is all about you. This is all about your journey, okay? Know your power. Know your power, okay, Taurus? Know your power. You are justifiably in a rest position with swords in your hand because you've been betrayed. You've been betrayed by people. And so all of this miscommunication and breakdown in this and breakdown in that, I need you to stay so laser focused. I'm telling you, this is the time I need you to stay laser focused. I don't care how angry you get by what somebody did to you. I need you to stay laser focused because this is the outcome. This is the outcome. Very quick, fast progression. You looking like money, you know, laser focused, illuminating from the inside, vibrant, dynamic. This is you, Taurus. This is you. I need you to stay focused. Please, please, please stay focused. I want you to be like this. I read a lot of books. A lot of books. I listen to a lot of music. A lot of things that keep my vibrations high. And I want you to... I think I gave you the book, The Richest Man in Babylon by George S. Clason. I think I suggested that book. That's an excellent book for you to read, to stay focused. I want you to listen to some very high vibrational music. I want you to really start meditating, you know, inhaling through your nose, breathing out through your mouth, breathing out your intentions, like how you want things to be. I want you to visualize in your meditation some transformative meditation and where you see yourself. You know, if you see yourself on a bus heading in a direction, what does that destination look like for you? Okay, what does the destination look like for you? And then see yourself already there, because that laser focus that you have, Taurus, will get you there a lot quicker. So you won't even see the people who are getting off the bus. You won't even see the people who are cutting themselves out from your life. It won't even hurt you, because by the time you get to your destination and you look around, those are the ones who were like the people that were supposed to be there all along. Okay, so I need you to have laser focus, and I really want you to look up like transformative meditation, visualization. Get into that. See yourself at that destination point, whatever that destination looks like. If the destination for you looks like wealth and money, more intellect and more power, I want you to see that. If you see, you know, more freedom, that you're more of a free spirit, and you just you're twirling through life and you're just happy and just, free. If that's what you see at the end of your destination, I do not want you to lose focus. That is what I have for you, my Tauruses. This is for my Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Again, this is Queen Amun Ra coming to you with your weekly reading. This is for July 7th through July 14th. Again, remember the number 7 means completeness and perfection. That's both physically and spiritually. That's what I have for you, Tauruses. I hope you have a great week. Okay? Bye.